Hello, and welcome all my beautiful, vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls who are Capricorn suns, have big Capricorn placements, or are cross watchers for Capricorn. Welcome to your month ahead messages looking at the month of December 2024. I want to wish a very happy birthday to all of my December Capricorns out there. We love you. We need you. Save us. But yeah, I just want to wish you guys a very happy birthday. So if you're looking for love messages, I have a tier on my Patreon that looks at just that. That will be linked down below. Gives you access to all of the month ahead love messages as well as exclusive content. So you can watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever tickles your fancy. The way things are going to work today is I will pull an oracle card to look at your overarching theme for the month ahead. I will clarify with the tarot for further details and messages. At the end, I will pull not only the overarching oracle theme for love, but also a few message cards. That's what we're going to explore in depth on Patreon. So if what comes out there resonates, if it's of interest to you, feels like a sign for you, that might be a sign that there are messages waiting for you that would be beneficial. So with that, let's get into it. I hope you guys had a wonderful November. I hope you're enjoying your holiday season with whatever holidays you celebrate. We have nature. Sorry, the sun's coming through intermittently. Well, I'll never apologize for the sun coming through, but we have nature reversed at the bottom. Whenever this card comes out, this can, to me, sometimes literally indicate like time in nature. But to me, this is always about exploring your true nature in some form or fashion. We have a lot of green and purple here. So it's making me think of like the heart, third eye chakra kind of area. So there is this exploration that's coming up for you. And this might be related to, your incoming solar return. But there's an exploration of what is true to you and what's not. And this has kind of been on the outskirts of like Capricorn energy for the last few months, but this exploration of what's true to you and what's not. So there's definitely an inward process. The solstice might be a really significant time for this kind of going inward. Excuse me. And I feel like that's going to be a pretty rich area for growth for you guys in the month ahead. So let me pull your cards and figure out what that's looking like. Nope, I shouldn't flip that. Okay. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. Page of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. You guys might be starting something new or contemplating starting something new. Yeah, King of Cups, we have Scorpio here. I feel like you guys have achieved a lot of emotional growth. There's like this, like in that area of your life, you might be kind of fully evolved, developed, mature. And now it's time for you to start a new project. Some of you guys are just kind of sitting and reflecting on how far you've come and how much that you have grown. I'm seeing like the challenges that you've had to overcome, which I know, very Capricorn vibes. But let's see what you got. Yeah, exactly. Teaching and learning. Not surprised, not surprised. This always gives me Hierophant energy, but this is exactly it, right? The ways in which you're going to be reflecting on the lessons you've learned, how you've learned them, and the ways that you have kind of helped other people learn as well. So there's this like sort of giving and receiving, coming and going, energy that you're sort of sitting with. And it's really like there are going to be things happening this month that demonstrate your growth to you pretty heavily. Some of you, there's like a reunion, or like, you're back in town for the holidays. There's like coming back into alignment with people from your past. And it kind of just shows you how far you've come, right? Some of you, it's like a friend is back in town for the holidays and maybe you guys meet up and they're kind of doing the same stuff they were always doing, but it like really shows you how different you've become. There's a message that I'm seeing. The moon in reverse. Cancer's energy. So the full moon in general in December might be important, but this might be from the full moon so December's is the full moon in Gemini on the 15th. I have a lunar calendar, that's what I'm looking at, on the 15th. So from the Gemini full moon all the way through to the Cancer full moon about a month later in January might be sort of when this is kicking off or a significant event might be happening. Queen of Pentacles reverse, Virgo energy. And the King of Pentacles reverse, wow, Taurus energy. Okay. Some of you guys are having some type of revelation when it comes to your relationship with your parents or your kind of your foundations, right? What was modeled to you, and you're seeing how far you've come. These are two individuals who upright, they really value stability in, yes, a material sense, but they're also just stable people. They're consistent, right? I want to say they're kind. That's not usually the word, but yeah, they're kind. They're generous. They're consistent. They're trustworthy. They're dependable. They're very values-driven individuals, right? And again, stable as a table. Stable is the word coming through. There's a lot of loyalty here as well. So these two, because both the cards have dogs on them. These two coming out reversed, that's a true pair, and they're both not in their power, meaning they're both unstable. They're both possibly selfish. It's like I'm getting this energy of not like intentionally selfish, but two people who can't get out of their own way. And so, excuse me, for some of you, this is, again, these are your parents. And you're reflecting on the relationships you've had with them. For some, this is a relationship where maybe, again, you've broken up, you've gone your separate ways, and you're coming back into alignment with this person in December for a conversation, and it's going to reveal to you with the moon in reverse how much you have grown. And it feels like it's because whatever the dynamic was, maybe they're still doing it. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. She's opinionated. It's because possibly they're still doing the same thing and you're not anymore. They're still showing up in the same way and you're not. It could just be a reminder of the time you shared together. So let's get some more details. What is the moon in reverse? The 5 of Swords. Yeah. I'll pull the rest of the cards first, but I already have thoughts. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The 7 of Cups. Yeah. Okay. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. 4 of Swords reverse. You guys have really worked on your healing pretty considerably. So what I'm seeing here is what's being kind of revealed to you. You could have a difficult conversation with somebody. This could have been a dynamic where like there are two individuals, whether it's you and another person or you're watching two individuals, right? Fighting was the thing. There's a win at all costs here. There's, you know, if you think about the King and Queen of Pentacles upright, they're, like I said, warm, they're generous. They are a team, right? The 3 of Pentacles represents their relationship. That's why it grows. That's why it's stable. They have the same values. They are on the same page. You know, they are supportive of one another. They value working together. Harmony is really at the core of what makes a good relationship, in their opinion. So because both individuals came out reversed, this could be where, ironically enough, these two people actually do have the same values, but they're that of like chaos. They're that of, you know, of instability. And it feels like this instability comes from being argumentative, comes from being critical, comes from not trusting one another, comes from keeping people in emotional limbo, for sure. And so there's what's being revealed to you is just exactly like how toxic this dynamic is. Some of you guys, you're just having this revelation of like, wow, this is, you know, this is what I was modeled for me. Like, that's crazy. No wonder I've never had a healthy relationship. That's kind of the energy. For some, you're watching this dynamic play out still, possibly during the holiday season. It just feels like there's a revelation here. And for others, this is like, again, it's you and another person, and you might be coming back into contact with them or just reflecting. And with the moon reversed and the 5 of Swords, there's a recognition of this was really toxic. I think of all the cards in the tarot, honestly, the 5 of Swords is probably my least favorite. I find it the most challenging, even more than the Tower, right? I'm like, all right, Tower, shake it up, burn it down if you must. But the 5 of Swords is really challenging because these are people who, you know, are not like that King and Queen of Pentacles. These are people who don't want to collaborate. They don't want to share. They don't want to work together. Harmony in the relationship is not their primary goal. They want to win. They want to have, you know, they want to have the final say. They want to win the argument. They don't care in the moment if they're hurting you. They're so emotionally triggered. They lash out and they don't care. That's why I hate the 5 of Swords. I can suck it. And so a lot of you guys are having this sort of like really big epiphany and revelation again, or just like a greater understanding of like, this is what I was sitting in. This is what was modeled to me. And just kind of appreciating the gravity of that. Queen of Pentacles reversed and the 7 of Cups reversed. This feels like, you know, if this was, you know, if these are like parents, this is somebody who could not deal with their own emotions, possibly had a little bit of like a drinking issue with the 7 of Cups, could not deal with their own emotions. They didn't know what they wanted. There's somebody who's very, very back and forth, right? So this could be somebody who one moment wanted to you know, be a homemaker. The next minute they didn't. One moment they wanted to be a supportive parent. The next moment they were, you know, drunk and not showing up to, you know, your games or your plays or whatever else it is. But there's a lot of instability because this person had a lot of illusions. It feels like a lack of self-awareness, and I feel like that kind of plagued you. If this is somebody you're dealing with, I feel like this person kept you in limbo. Sometimes to me, the Queen of Pentacles is a self-care queen. And so it's like somebody who kept you in emotional limbo, and it made it very hard to tend to yourself, to care for yourself. And if you brought it up with them, Five of Swords, they may have felt, you may have felt like they were trying to silence you. Like you couldn't really, like, because she's got no head and no legs, right? You couldn't talk, you couldn't express yourself. You couldn't, stand in your power as, like, you know, in your authenticity, and you couldn't move, right? It's kind of like that may have been something you had to free yourself from. King of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Pentacles. I have to be honest, this could be somebody who is very, with this Five of Swords, very unkind, very cutting. They are very dismissive, right? So this could be even the energy of somebody who will yes you to death and then just do whatever they want. Excuse me. And that may have been a source of tension between the King and Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. It feels like they do whatever they want and then they want to start over, right? They do whatever they want, but then they want to buy you something and they think that that makes up for it. This could be somebody who thinks that money is the most important thing, and that's their part and that's all they do, right? Because if you came out as the King of Cups, this is something where you've really had to get the emotional maturity. And so it feels like there's like this unhealthy dynamic between this, you know, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles in reverse, where Queen of Pentacles doesn't know what the hell is going on, doesn't know how she feels about things, feels invalidated, and doesn't set boundaries for herself or stick up for herself. King of Pentacles, you know, does whatever he wants to do, is stubborn, is not really listening, not really paying attention, and feels like I pay the bills, I get to do what I want, or, oh, you know, I messed up, I'll buy you this thing, and then not actually fix the issues in the relationship. And there's the tension. And this almost is giving me like passive aggressive tension, right? So it's like really uncomfortable, really toxic and unhealthy, but it's not explosive arguments necessarily. And there's kind of this dynamic, right? So whether this was, again, a relationship you're a part of or what you were watching unfold, it feels like this is a month where you're getting a lot of clarity about that and about how far you've come. So I want to clarify teaching and learning. Yeah, Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Boom. I love this for you. We have Libra energy here. I feel like what you have learned is you've learned how to make cuts. Again, for some, this is a relationship where you broke up with somebody. You've learned how to protect you. She's also a boundary queen, right? The Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords are boundary queens. And you've learned to really take the initiative, right? I almost get this energy of like not, you know, waiting for somebody else to take the reins, really just like going with it and trusting the universe enough to let go of what's not for you. The number, what number is that? The number 9 might be significant here. There's one that was getting my attention. Yeah, the Emperor. I feel like this has taught you to take control of your own stability and your own happiness. I'm also getting not to wait on false promises, something coming through. And also for some of you, not to solely value material stability over emotional stability. Like there's more to a stable relationship than just the financial, which is of course very important, but there's more to it than just the financial. There's more to a good relationship than just we have all the things that we need, or we have all the things that we want in our home. So that's what I see for you guys coming in this month. You're going to have, first very small number, I don't feel like this is the predominant energy. You're kind of coming into this revelation of all of these things we talked about, and you'll be making a cut. It will be time to make a cut, just because we also have Sagittarius energy here. So that would be very appropriate for December, because the majority of December is Sagittarius season. But I feel for many of you, this is a cycle that's already completed and you are preparing to start something new. So let's pull your major energies when it comes to love and get a feeling for what's going on. Oh, it's totally this one. True love. I love that. This is the romance of a lifetime. Keep an open mind is at the bottom. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I wish our time together had lasted longer. We had past life stuff to work out. We come from the stars, and we have a bond older than time. So we will explore those at length on Patreon. I do want to make note at the bottom, our journeys may have led us away from each other, but never doubt how much of an impact you've made on mine. So we're going to explore those in greater detail on Patreon. I already have thoughts, but I want to thank you for sharing your time and energy with me today, and I will hopefully see you soon. Have a safe, happy, healthy December, my friends. Take care.